This passage follows right on the heels of the Beatitudes in the Sermon on the Mount, preached on a Galilean hillside near Capernaum, to his disciples and a crowd of marginalized Jews under Roman rule. Matthew's Gospel reached communities steeped in Israel's scriptures, facing synagogue expulsions and pressure to blend in. This was a bold claim of identity. Let's start by reading the scripture. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything, except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Jesus didn't pick salt at random. In the first century, it preserved food, purified, flavored the land, and sealed eternal covenants, like in Leviticus 2, verse 13. But he also warns over time. The salty part could leach out, leaving something that looked like salt but did nothing. It became throwaway junk. Jesus is saying, you can keep the label and lose the impact. Then he shifts images. You are the light of the world. And he paints two pictures, a city on a hill and a lamp on its stand. Places like Jerusalem glowed for miles from afar. Lamps weren't hidden under baskets. Jesus demands visible impact, good deeds that point to the Father, not for a show-off. It's not about bragging, it's a command not to hide. And verse 16 spells out the goal, so others see your good deeds and glorify your Father. Enter one of ancient Christianity's most influential preachers, John Crisóstomo from Constantinople in the late 4th century, in Homily 15 on Matthew, said, not for your separate life, but for the whole world. St. Agustín, in Sermon 289, said, you are lamps, not the true light. The candlestick is Christ's cross, where his torch burns eternally for the church. Simply put, we reflect Jesus like the moon reflects the sun. Hide it, and you go dark. Faith isn't for private drawers. Lamps are made to light the house. In the 2nd century, groups tied to what we call Gnosticism latched onto light language. The issue, it morphed into secret knowledge for a spiritual elite. The early church pushed back from their view. It clashed with Matthew 5, verse 16. People seeing your good deeds publicly and praising the Father. Light isn't an exclusive password, it's a visible love. Ignatius of Antioch, en route to martyrdom, called himself God's wheat, ground by beasts into pure bread for Christ. His public death in the Colosseum was light uncovered, glorifying God before thousands. And that leads us to the question, how does this light shine when it costs so much? Salt and light isn't a motivational poster phrase, it's identity with a warning. You can look salty and do nothing, have light and still hide your lamp. Most don't hide because they hate God, but from fear of criticism, labels, arguments. Jesus said, you are salt and light, preservers against wrath, witnesses whose deeds glorify the Father. So let's live it. Be salt where culture needs preserving, be light where darkness pushes in. If these historical scripture journeys help you see the Bible afresh, subscribe. Thanks for listening. Here am I, daily. Peace and blessings.